Today we're going to look at from G.I. Joe Classified, Tiger Force Flint. Alright, here it is. We're at January 2nd, so Happy New Year everybody. And today we're going to look at G.I. Joe Classified's Tiger Force Flint. Here he is. So I've had this a while. I am so backed up on action figures that I decided I'm just going to start opening them. I don't care if they came out in 2022, 2023. I got to get these open and get them on tape and documented. So right away on the cover, you see this is Tiger Force, which there was a regular Flint. You see he is number 89. Bottom you got the barcode. Top G.I. Joe Classified. QR code, again a Flint. In the back you got his weapons list and your copyrights and warnings. So Flint is 4 and over, so 4 years and over. A lot of small pieces, but 4 and over is probably good for most kids. Unless you got one that likes to stick stuff in his mouth, because there's a small gun, the beret, knives, they can all probably get down into that throat. So be careful. But let's get him open. Alright, I got my trusty knife here. And I get mine open from the bottom. So we'll cut the knife, we'll cut the tape. And sometimes I like to get in here on one side and kind of pry it up. I have ripped a package once by just prying it open with my finger, and it was actually my NECA colored Dracula, which that was disappointing. So now I get in there and just pry that bottom open so I don't rip it. I do keep all my packaging, even if I'm in the double up club for a particular figure where I have two of them. I like to keep that for now anyways. There's going to be a time, I'm sure, where things get out of hand and I got boxes everywhere. So that's it for the package. Set that to the side. And we got our familiar locker, foot locker, I guess. So we see he's number 89. Got the G.I. Joe sign there, 89 there, and let's see Flint right there. So let's see if we can get in here. This, of course, is not taped up. And out of here we get a parchment paper full of goodies. And there is, stuck. Warning, and don't really need that, so we'll put that back in there. This warning and makers, if anybody's interested in that. Copyright, same thing, it's on the back pretty much. So we'll set the foot locker aside, and let's get into our parchment paper. And on that parchment paper it has G.I. Joe and Cobra on there, so these are just generic. They're not special for each character. We'll cut a little bit off and we'll try to get our, and I think that's it. That's it. We'll set that aside. I even keep that. Yep, I even put all my accessories back in there and put it away. Alright, first we get, it looks like his beret, of course, is going to be removable. So we got his beret. We got this big knife. That's nice. I like that. Big old knife here, cutting through the jungle. Of course, they're Tiger Force. They got to get in that jungle. This is really, I like what they've done with this. Here's his his gun, and if you look closely, it looks like he's duct taped stuff up. Like he's had this gun a long time and he doesn't want to part with it. So he's duct taped it together. That's cool. Then we got this big gun. Looks like a shotgun. You can see we got shotgun shells lined up here. It's a pump action. Does the pump work? Nope, the pump does not work. No pump action on it. Really nice. And then we have his pistol. That looks good. Looks kind of big. And looks like clip to hold rounds. And this would go in to his taped up gun. Oh, his taped up gun. So clip in. Let's see, can I get it in there? There we go. Clip goes in the gun. I'll probably keep it like that. So that's cool. I guess they make that to, if you want to pose him like he's run out and he's got a new clip in his hand, you can pose him like that, holding the clip in one hand, getting ready to thrust it into his gun. But I like it. All right, let's cut Flint. Let's see, we'll take a look at him first. There he is in that. Got a picture of Flint. I really like how they do that. There was a couple I had where it was just standard cardboard in the back, but I like that picture back there. So we'll get him cut out. It looks like he's at the knees and at the elbows. So we'll turn him over. And this is the rope style. And here we go. And there's our back. Really cool. I love it. I love seeing that picture back there. Set that to the side, and now we've got Flint. And right in the hand, he feels really good. Comes right. He's got 2 trigger fingers out of the package, no extra fingers. Man, these classified lines are pretty stiff. Yeah, his shoulders feel really stiff, but they have great movement. All right, there he is. Looks good. Just a repaint, I believe, of the, like I said, I don't have the first Flint, so I'm sure it is just a repaint, but it looks really good. I like it. You know, I was wondering if I was going to like that paint over the eyes, but looking at it now, I do like it. I do like it. These are so good. So we'll talk about articulation. His head will go all the way around. He'll look down, he'll look up. He does have his neck has a little bit of articulation, and then right under his chin. So he's got pretty much double articulation on his neck, which that's great. You can look for choppers. All right, his arms, they do go all the way around. Oh, these joints are really tight on the arms. We got a good T pose there. And they do also have, man, there's a lot of articulation on these. We've got double jointed elbows, wrists. The upper arm goes all the way around. The wrist does not go around. The hands go all the way around. Pinned, double jointed. But man, look at you can't beat that. That double jointed is just great. I'm not used to that. I don't open Marvel Legends or a lot of, you know, Mattel Elite Wrestling figures that have this double jointed. So every time I see it, it just blows me away how good that is. How much more movement you can get. Really good. All right, on down our waist. Will it go all the way around? It perhaps could. Not going to tempt fate. I'd hate to break that. But he's got, I believe he's got this vest on. And I believe there is probably an ab crunch under there. But with that vest on, he's not getting a lot. But he does have that. Look at that hula hoop waist. Okay, his drop. Do we have drop down hips? Yep, drop down hips. That can get a lot of action there. Can we do the splits? Does the splits really good. He does have some holsters and different things on his belt that restrict it a little bit. Knees are double jointed. Look at that. Flexible. Flexible. And let's see. The upper boot cut does go all the way around. Is there anything? He does have a upper thigh cut, I believe. But yeah, upper thigh cut. And they've hidden that really good with these holsters. One for his knife, his big Bowie knife or whatever it is, and then one for his pistol. Gosh, he's come with so much. Double jointed, pinned knees. Can he pirouette? That's the question. Yep. Do. So he can pirouette. This is outstanding. I would think these are far superior to the Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimate line. I mean, they don't hit you. They don't tickle your nostalgia like those others do. But man, just the articulation's unbelievable. You get these in your hand and it's like, wow. Everything can be stored on the character is what I hear. So let's see if we can get that done. So, of course, his beret go right on his head. That's Flint. That's how we remember Flint. Tiger Force Flint. Looks good. Let's see. We got a holster for his handgun. We got a holster for his big knife, machete, if you will. And we got a spot for his big shotgun on his back. There's his knife. There's his handgun. And then we can put the gun in his hand. If we can get it in there. There is a lot of Oh, that goes right in there. So there he goes. Now he's holding that, and we have Flint ready to go. So he's got trigger finger on both hands, which that's okay. I kind of wish they would pick if you're right-handed or left-handed, and give you a regular hand or a fist or something in the other hand, or give us some extra accessories. But I mean, if they gave us extra hands, they might not give us the machete, they might not give us the holster, they might not give us the gun, the clip. So I guess this will work. This is still, I think, far superior to Super 7 Ultimates, and they're half price. Go to Walmart, find this, $24.99. Super 7 Ultimate, G.I. Joe Ultimates are $55. Now you will find sales. I think I got this on sale for 11 bucks. Look at that. And everything is so tight. We can compare him to the Super 7. So yeah, looking at this, I mean, the Super 7 is definitely cartoon-like. The Classified, they came right out and said, we're not trying to be like the cartoon. We're trying to a lot taller. They're just trying to rebrand the G.I. Joe. But yeah, I would take the Classified series all day long. Not that I don't lie. I'm still all in on the Super 7. If you watched any other videos, Destro and this Flint, look them up on my past videos, and you'll see Flint was missing, was it binoculars, I think, out of the pack. He didn't have any binoculars. There was a place for it, so it was just an empty cavity in the plastic. And the same thing happened with Destro. We was missing a hand for Destro. Yeah. So what do you think? Are you gonna collect both lines? Are you just in the Ultimates? Have you had any mistakes with either line from the manufacturer or the packaging? What's your thoughts on these? Leave them in the comments. And until next time, Oh.